Okay, so welcome back everybody to the deep dive, and today we are. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, looking forward to this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is a good one.
Yeah.
We are going to be diving into the potential transfer of Viktor Gyökeres to Arsenal, and we've got some big news.
Yeah.
We've got excerpts from a text actually called pasted text.
Interesting.
And it lays out pretty much everything that we know so far about this potential transfer. And so our mission today is going to be to break it all down and figure out what this means for Arsenal.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. So what really stands out to me right off the bat is the language that's used in this source.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They call it a stunning transfer.
Yeah.
And they say that it's imminent.
Huge, if true.
Exactly. So it definitely creates this sense of like anticipation.
Totally. And you know, it makes you wonder, like, how reliable is this source?
Right. Is this like some, internet forum, or is this something more credible?
Yeah.
But, regardless, it's definitely got people talking.
Oh, for sure.
So the source says that Arsenal is on the verge of signing Gyökeres, and that medical checks are already booked.
Wow. So it sounds like things are pretty far along.
Sounds pretty serious.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the player a little bit.
Okay.
The source calls him a Swedish striker known for his goal-scoring abilities. So fill us in here. Just how good is this guy?
Well, he's interesting because he's not really your typical, like, target man. He's very mobile for his size, and he's really good at, like, finding those little pockets of space in the box.
Interesting.
Which, you can imagine with the kind of creative midfielders that Arsenal has, like guys who can deliver those, like, pinpoint passes. That could be a really dangerous combination.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine, like, Odegaard with a through ball and Gyökeres just, like, ghosting him behind the defenders to slot it home?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
music to Arsenal fans here.
That's music to Arsenal fans here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the source asked this question, though. Will this move transform the Gunners' fortunes?
Right, okay.
Do you think that's hyperbole? Or could he really be that impactful?
Well, that's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
I mean, look, his goal-scoring record is really impressive, especially in the championship, but you have to remember the Premier League is a huge step up in competition.
Absolutely.
Now, I will say his movement and his finishing, those abilities could definitely translate well, but, there are other factors we need to consider.
Like what?
Well, for instance, his hold-up play and his link-up abilities. I think those might need a little bit of refining if he wants to really thrive in Arteta's system.
So maybe not like an instant fix,
right?
But huge potential.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, thinking about the bigger picture, like the source mentions, Arsenal already has pretty strong attack. Yep. So how do you see Gyökeres fitting in with the current squad?
That's a good question. I mean, it could really shake things up. He's just a different type of striker than, say, Gabriel Jesus.
Right.
Gyökeres is more of a classic number 9, like a real poacher in the box.
Interesting.
So this could give Arteta, like, a lot more tactical flexibility.
Okay.
He could switch between a possession-based approach with Eustace up top, or a more direct style with Gyökeres leading the line.
So healthy competition.
Yeah.
Potentially new tactical wrinkles. I can see why the source tells us to stay tuned for the official announcement.
Totally.
This is getting juicy.
Yeah, this is getting good.
But, okay, let's play devil's advocate for a second here.
Okay.
Every transfer has risks.
Oh, yeah.
What are the potential downsides to this move?
Excellent point. I mean, adapting to the Premier League is never easy, especially for a young player. And, while his goal scoring is undeniable, I think his passing and his decision-making in the final third can be a little inconsistent at times.
Interesting.
Another factor to consider is the financial aspect. If Arsenal is spending a significant fee on Gyökeres, it could limit their budget for strengthening other areas of the squad.
Right. They might not be able to bring in that center back or that left back that they need.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got potential, we've got excitement, but also a few question marks.
Yeah, for sure.
So what are our big takeaways here from this source material?
I think the key takeaway is that Viktor Gyökeres to Arsenal is very much on, he brings up this distinct skill set as a goal scorer, and his arrival could significantly alter Arsenal's attacking dynamic.
Exactly. I mean, we've got a player on the verge of a major move a club with high hopes, a fan base that's eager to see how it all plays out. The source paints this picture of an imminent transfer, a player who could be a crucial piece of the puzzle, and just a lot of anticipation surrounding the official announcement.
Sure.
So for all of you listeners out there, here's something to ponder.
Okay, I like it.
Could this be the signing that propels Arsenal to a title challenge? Or will it be another chapter in the long book of transfer sagas?
Ooh.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
So stay tuned and keep those eyes peeled for that official announcement.
I'm refreshing my feed as we speak.
Me too.
All right.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
See you.
See you next time.